So,
what's up?
All right. Well, I guess, yeah, when we last left off, we were in the middle of our collector mission, and I believe we had just discovered that the collectors are re-engineered Protheans that the Reapers have basically gotten their hands on. So, organics are not necessarily to just be wiped out, but the horrible threat is that they can just be re-engineered into, you know, meat workers.
Yep. Repurposed.
And
there is a place for organics.
And there's living proof in the form of the... I mean, collectors are new for us, conceptually, but the Keepers existing before and continuing as just this mysterious, unknown, ever-present race that just comes out and does their jobs makes me think like, oh, the Reapers are pretty successful at this like genetic engineering thing, and whatever the Keepers used to be, like, I would bet they kind of hate what they are now. I would, if I had to take a guess, right? Protheans fighting to the end, and then now here they are working, right? So, yeah. Now, the other bit is so. Going off of the LP for a bit, there's obviously big podcast discussions to be had about the gravity of the choices that were made, and I think the short version that I think I can summarize to get you up to speed is essentially walking through like what we knew of the Krogan rebellions, and then what Morden was telling us at the time. I kind of was basically like as being put on the stand and being asked what the fuck. I think I kind of came to the conclusion that I was like, the entire time everything we know about the genophage is awful, horrible, and wrong, and is like the most fucked up thing that we know. And the Morden mission does a really good job, and it's very interesting in confronting each piece of that journey step by step and like talking about it. And I kind of feel like he was walking down each point of like the necessity of its inception.
Yeah.
And so at each point, when you're given a choice where to me, I'm taking that mission and all those moments as like, we either do this horrible thing or they all die, right? And so every time the choice was they're all gonna die on the if you go left, so you might as well zag to the right
and save some of them. Then
every time I made that decision, it was with the idea that like if the alternative is they're all gonna die, right? And that's kind of the way Morden is introducing the concept. And then the discussion goes a bit further in that it's pointed out then that the circumstances surrounding the moment when it was first done are not the same as the circumstances when time goes on, and then like Morden's now like working on re-upping the genophage. So he wasn't around for the creation of it because that was a very long time ago. But I get like you kind of the way he's talking about it, you kind of think about it as like, oh yeah, you were one of the guys that was there, right? I don't know if you got that vibe.
There's a distance to it.
There's a distance to it that you don't quite think of when he's talking about it with the passion of like being there.
Yeah, I wasn't conscious about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think same as for me as well, because every time I made a decision, it was like, well, he's basically framing it in this way where you're like, they're all going to die. So are you going to choose the option where everybody dies just because? And yeah, and I'm going to be like, no, but that's kind of the horror of it, right? So anyway, but like, so he's the guy that's re-upping them healing slowly over time. And then, of course, the Malon data that we encountered is a whole other thing where it's like, okay, well, now this dude is using people who are being experimented on in a way that like Rex would not want to be involved with. And they're volunteering themselves, but they're not being told the truth about what's happening to them. And essentially, so what Pat was kind of framing was that, like, there's these different circumstances that change from the moment the genophage was first introduced. And, like, you know, so so when you get to the modern day version of it, like, it's not the same decision as if you were there in the middle of the Krogan rebellion.
That's true.
And it's like, yeah, that does make sense. But I do feel that, like, as far as, like, where my decisions were coming from was essentially facing them as if it were the moment that went down the first time. And the way that he was talking about it certainly, like, was, it kind of brought that urgency to the situation. And you're kind of like, well, you're the only person that's here to talk about it. So I don't think he's not telling the truth about anything. He's being very truthful about it. But, like, if there's shortcomings in his telling, you have to take it alongside the stuff that he's delivering, which is your only real insider look at how it went down to begin with, you know? Yeah, so that was kind of how that conversation went. And I think in the end, I was just like, well, you know, if I was looking at an option that was, if I was looking at an option that was not Krogan extermination, but, like, I thought it was Krogan extermination, then that's the exact type of reason why I'm not the type of person that should be making these decisions to begin with. You know, and from what I'm reading, it seems like you were thinking similarly.
When you took the decision to discard?
When we're talking to Morden about the genophage throughout that entire mission, and his thing is basically, this needs to be the exact same as it was when it first happened. And, like, you're basically being given these options to discuss it. And, like, if you're in the frame of mind of, like, damn, if I was right there in that moment, I understand why you did it. But you're not necessarily, but it's easy to fuck up and not take into account where in history you are. Because you're hearing about this and going through multiple versions of it, including versions of it on Vermeer where you destroyed it, and then weird Okier versions of it again, where there's multiple instances of, like, Krogan cloning and things happening. But if you don't take into the full timeline into account, then you might not be making the same weighted decision as you would if you were considering it to be, like, you are either pro or anti-genophage, right? Yeah. He says genophage or genocide. And then if you continue to use that as your, like, guiding principle,
benchmark,
for each decision you're making, genophage or genocide, then you're going to choose genophage because the opposite is genocide. And that's it.
Yeah. Oh,
heavy.
It's super heavy. And especially when you put into context the time frame of it. Like, this might have been appropriate before, but what about now? You know, like, do we have to reconsider, like, the context? Do we have to reconsider what happened and the consequences of the initial genophage? Is the threat the same as it was at the beginning of it all? So,
yeah, you have to take that into account, and you have to go with what you've been told about it. And you have to also take that, like, what this person who is an expert at it is saying, and also bringing you the part where it's like, he does feel guilt. He does look into it, and he does kind of, like, go, it had to be me. I had to take the weight on my own chest. I couldn't trust anyone else. And, like, it removes the human error from the equation by being a sci-fi scenario where you go, like, no, he created it perfectly, and he did it even ethically. So you can, like, create that, like, that moral dilemma you discuss in school. He's creating the actual version of that in this setting because their science is good enough to do so without harming a single person in the process of getting it ready for deployment. You know, ethically sourced, right? Genocide, exactly. So that is the idea that you're operating with, where you're like, okay, you can't argue that, like, oh, what about all the bad things you have to do to get here? You know, you only have to, the only thing you take into account is the result, the moment of action, you know? And then what we were also just, like, realizing was, like, and we were looking at too, is I think the part where you're like, how much of this how much of the culture are you considering, right? The after effects on them and such. But anyway, so that's kind of how that discussion went, you know? Analogies to nuclear bombs notwithstanding.
Yeah. I thought about it when it happened as well. Like, oh, you're not going to stop fighting? Well, this is what we have. Oh, you're still not going to stop fighting? We're going to do it another time. Now you're okay with stopping?
Horrendous.
Okay. Yeah, it's horrible.
Horrendous. And yeah, like there's a lot of analogies throughout human history you can use, but like that feels like the most apt one. And then I brought up the discussion we had in Raido Kuzunoha about like listening to that like fucking 30-hour breakdown of it, and then just like, this is what the ground invasion would have looked like. Here's how bad it could have been. Here were the two choices or whatever. So anyway, all that to say that the timeline is not a single point, you know? It has traveled since 1900 BCE, and where the Krogan are at now is a different place from where they were, or it seems to be that way, because now you're looking at the after effects culturally. But that discussion with Morden is multi-layered to that degree. And I still stand by the idea of like what Malon was doing was fucked anyway. Yeah. So you can't go in that direction with it. But
what about the research?
It can lead to ruin, or it can save the day. You never know. Can't read the future.
Yeah.
Right? It's the type of thing that you might need it in the pocket, in the clutch. And I was thinking about that. But I was also thinking about how someone could get their hands on it.
Yeah.
And do bad. Like, you just...
Well,
you never know.
There are a lot of things that bad people could get their hands on, you know? Like, if you think of, like, diseases that are held in a lab. If you think of, like, horrible experiments that were made on humans, you know? Like...
And here's the thing. Like, it's the type of stuff where you're like... Here's where I came to. I'm like, I trust Rex. I don't trust others to make those calls. And it would have been fucking awesome if Rex was in the room, or if we went, pause, let's call him to talk about this major important thing. But that's not the way these games work, obviously.
All that we know is that Malin went to Rex, but Rex was too weak and he didn't want to.
The line is not even that descriptive. It says, you go, what about the Urdnot clans? And he says,
they're too weak.
Rex is too weak.
Yeah.
He wanted nothing to do with our methods.
Okay, so he didn't want to go through with it, but you're not sure exactly what it is.
He wouldn't want, like, it, you know.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if Rex was like, no, I won't do it. But then again, would he have wanted to keep the data of the researches afterwards, you know?
That's the thing, is, like, what would his call be there is the most important part. And unfortunately, you can't incorporate that into the decision, you know? But the idea of, like, oh, Rex wouldn't want it or so, like, is that just Malon talking, or is that in fact the truth?
Yeah.
You know? And so that's another case of, like, well, fuck. But I would want to be able... that's why it also is a bummer that when you walk back to him, it doesn't come up. You know? Because, like, that's the type of decision that I would need his input on going forward. Because it's like, if it's not on you, then it shouldn't be on anybody else.
Yeah.
And that's the real talk right now. Now that we're on Tachanka looking around, that's the vibe, is like, this should be your fucking call. Because you get it.
Yeah.
You know? And you're doing the right thing for your people. And what you're trying to figure out is something that I don't know if the next Krogan to take the throne is going to fucking figure out. So there we are.
Yep, here we are.
Okay. So the patented Woolie pause and talk. Everyone's a huge fan of it. Hope you enjoy. Something else I wanted to just take a look over here and see. I was discussing hearing about how Krogans were just as bad as Batarians when it came to destroying worlds.
I see.
So there was always just one more world needed. Over centuries, Krogans conquered world after world. Quick breeding allowed them to expand. STGs. Spectres opened the more with crippling strategic strikes. First contact with the Turians. They responded to the Krogan threats. The Krogans respond... Okay. Being on the far side of the Krogan space from the Council, The Turians advanced rapidly into lightly defended Krogan rear areas. The Krogans responded by dropping space stations and asteroids on Turian colonies. 3 worlds were rendered completely uninhabitable. This was precisely the wrong approach to take with the Turians. Yes. Okay, so there you go. Batarian style. Planet murder.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yep.
That's not cool.
Beyond fucked.
And Turians were like, oh yeah, we're gonna come back even harder.
There it is. They took out 3. Okay. Yeah, man. No bueno.
Still 3 points. No more to spend.
Ugh. Forgot those dumb shades.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we paused mid-mission, so it's a bit weird, but there we go. Now we're all mentally caught up. Weapon loadout, refined Ezo, and I brought the cane with me. Right, the pocket nuke. It says it has 159 shots,
that's weird.
but
I thought it was like super.
I thought it was like 1. Yeah. 159%. Never mind. That's a percentage.
Wow. Okay. Bit of Ezo. Here we go.
Look, on the ceiling. More of those weird pods.
Hundreds. How many are full?
Too many.
I detect no signs of life in the pod, Shepard. It is probable the victims inside died when the ship lost primary power.
Insect eggs, huh? Collector technology.
That's a lot of credits.
Yeah, they got that tech.
Let's hand over this collector tech to Cerberus. They're trustworthy.
When your tech is money, you can go a long way. Look at Batman.
God. You gotta roll with Tim because no other humans are fucking getting their shit together. And Tim is like already calculating the numbers of how many colonists they're gonna sacrifice to bait fucking collectors out, crunching those numbers,
smoking them cigarettes.
Yep.
Commander, you gotta hear this. On a hunch, I asked EE to run an analysis on this ship.
I compared the EM profile against data recorded by the original Normandy 2 years ago. They are an exact match.
The same ship dogging me for 2 years? Way beyond coincidence.
Something doesn't add up, Commander. Watch your back.
Okay.
Here, hold on a second. Game's a bit quiet for us, too. Alright. I'm dragging it up there, and I'm gonna also drag it up over here, if I can. Sorry, 1 second, folks. Please don't cause a video error. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Guilty Gear Strive Season 2.
Alright.
Thank you.
Gotta stay informed, you know?
Gotta stay informed.
Sure game. Sure. Caught on the geometry.
So Joker just said this is the same ship that was
apparently following us 2 years ago.
Okay, yes. Okay, so fucking HarBINger, you were the one.
That's big.
They couldn't fill all those pods, even if they took every colonist in the terminus. They're going to hit Earth.
Sci-fi.
If we stop them.
Lens flare.
Wow.
You're not gonna make it to Earth, fuckers.
Look at that effect on the light.
That is the JJest of Jabrams that it's ever been. Look at it happen. That's Mass Effect 1 right there. Glowing blue trying to come through the red. Motherfucker, I think HarBINger killed us already.
There, on the platform. It looks like some kind of control panel.
Should be dead collectors. Something's wrong.
Massive. What's this? Command console. You can contact the Normandy.
Okay.
Edie, I'm setting up a bridge between you and the collector ship. See if you can get anything useful from the databanks.
Data mine in progress, Shepard.
Uh-oh. Joker?
That can't be good.
Am I gonna even get the line out?
Did your dialogue option disappear?
I selected it.
Okay.
What the hell just happened?
Major power surge. Everything went dark, but we're back up now.
I managed to divert the majority of the overload to non-critical systems.
Uh-oh.
Shepard, it was not a malfunction. This was a trap.
Yep.
We need a little help here, Edie.
I am having trouble.
HarBINger.
There's someone else in the system. Connection reestablished. I need to finish the download before I can override any systems.
A trap.
Better get it done fast, Edie.
We got company.
Inside the collector.
Oh, they're close. Okay, never mind.
Trouble incoming.
Who would have thought there'd be a trap inside the collector house?
Come on, Edie.
God damn it.
Our ship was just pretending to be in trouble.
Get back up. Motherfucker. You can't spell HarBINger without Bing by Microsoft. And fuck Bing. Everybody hates Bing.
Never want Bing.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, Bing fights back?
Fucking Bing.
I need to finish the download before I can override any systems.
And you better get it done fast, Edie.
We got company.
Shepard, give Edge a chance. Give Microsoft a chance. Assuming direct control, you will not install Chrome.
Okay.
Ooh. Shields?
Damn.
Come on, Edie. Speed it up.
Okay, there's a lot of action. Is he defending? What's going on? Okay.
Move up, move up.
Interesting section.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your left?
Oh, shit.
Fully exposed. Uh-oh.
Shield's gonna need to...
Oh. Variable positioning from the enemies with the platforms.
Yep.
Well, that armor is doing a good job. The Scions were really strong, right?
They were.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Can't reach the target. Can't get a lock. Can't.
Use Unity to heal your squad.
Shit. All right, point blank. Unity.
84%.
Edie, get us out of here.
I am simultaneously fighting collector firewalls in over 8,000 nodes. I am tasked to capacity.
Damn. Edie needs more RAM.
There he is.
Your attacks are primitive.
Can I get up there? Can I get up there?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's getting hot. Get down.
I merely delayed the inevitable.
Are we good? It's disappeared. Yes. Dead.
Okay. I was like, let me get you fucking nuked up.
Reestablish my link to the command console.
Alright. Where did that move to?
Power cells.
We will never let you install Chrome, Shepard.
Edge. No!
I've regained control of the platform, Shepard.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Edie.
I always work at optimal capacity.
Did you get what we needed?
I found data that would help us successfully navigate the Omega-4 relay.
All right.
I have also found a Turian distress call that served as the lure for this trap. The collectors were the source. It is unusual.
The collectors were the source of the Turian distress call.
What are you getting at?
Turian emergency channels have secondary encryption. It is present, but corrupted in the message. It is not possible that the elusive man would believe the distress call was genuine.
Motherfucker.
Why are you so sure?
I found the anomaly with Cerberus detection protocols. He wrote them.
He knew it was a trap? Why would he send us into a trap?
Because he knows that I'm the best way to get them out, no matter what.
That son of a bitch sent us right into collector hands.
I knew Cerberus would screw me again. I'm gonna crush his head.
Commander, we got another problem. The collector ship is powering up.
What?
You need to get out of there before their weapons come online. I'm not losing another Normandy.
I do not have full control of their systems. I will do what I can. Sending coordinates for shuttle extraction.
Come on, let's move.
God damn it.
Yep. Damn it, Tim. Does he care about us?
Shepard, we're seeing a legacy version of shortcut to Reaper.exe over here. Apparently it used to be named IE Explorer? What is that?
Take the door on your right.
Internet Explorer, no!
Was it even the latest version?
God damn, these once you stop using these browsers, man. Okay. I want an opportunity to use my nuke gun. And God help anyone who tries to stop me.
What?
Okay.
Was it not shooting?
159% is not enough 100%? Uh-oh. Let's get our shields back, shall we? Okay, this ain't working. This ain't working. Hold on. The charge is taking a second there. We're gonna die if we let it go to full charge. So, hold up.
If I must tell you hard, Shepard, I will.
Let's clear out the field a little bit.
If I must tell you hard,
Come on.
I will.
Hide.
You win.
God, shut the fuck up.
No pain, Shepard.
Interrupted.
Can't get along.
Oh, that's not gonna happen. We're burning. Nope.
Will I get enough time?
Nope.
No, I won't get enough time. Okay, the startup is wild.
Massive.
The startup is wild. Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Interrupted. Counter.
Your browser is primitive. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Okay. All right. I just want to see it in action.
Browser's so bloated, can't even open the task manager.
Maybe if we start from a nice distance back. Like here.
Wow. Did not have time to shoot. You died pretty fast.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to figure out a smarter way to use this gun.
Were you too close?
I'm sure I'm using it wrong.
Around the corner, take the door on your right.
Like, did it actively kill me? It might have actively... Alright, well, here, let's just... HarBINGer didn't get a chance? Yep. He didn't get to phase in.
Behind you.
Right.
Okay, that looks like a nice hallway, right? This seems like a decent distance to test.
Oh, that's a nuke?
Yep, that's a nuke!
It's an actual nuke?
Yeah!
Experimental weapon.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Can't target them.
No nuclear fall down or... Okay. Oh, damn.
Face your enemy. We fight as one. This
Lock
hurts you.
shields.
I've got your back.
If I die, I'm hunting Shepard.
Alright, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Wrong target.
That's okay. That's what I'm looking for.
Assuming control. Assuming direct control. This is what you face. The dead are
Uh-oh. Oh.
Talking mad shit. Shut the fuck up. We charge.
He won't stop. Money. Oh no, heavy weapon ammo.
Not enough, but... Decent. Yeah, okay. No, that nuke was sick. it's an actual mushroom cloud on the battlefield. That's a fucking demoralizer if I've ever seen one. Like, it's like, if someone has a gun like that, you have to assume, like, they might have more than one shot, you know? That's one way down.
I am opening a door on the far side of the room.
Oh ho.
Oh fuck, one of these things.
Shit. Oh, they were annoying with the shields and everything. No, don't get close, Husk.
And then that thing. Yeah.
Tell him.
Husk's coming on the other side there. Alright. Yeah, we want to use our abilities, and we want to... Let's put on some DP. Fuck. Shields.
Uh-oh.
And then that's the risk.
Pretty close. Oh shit.
Husks. Shockwave. Or that.
Bodied. With a 1-2 combo.
We hide. Get up, Jack. No good. Barrier down. Okay, good. Keep it up. No. Don't run into it.
Damn. Oh, he's annoying.
Oh, you're circling. Yep, okay. Give it back. Full charge. I'm glad the gun can stay charged while I do that, too. That's sick.
Can't get a lock. Can't target them.
Barrier. Okay.
My attack didn't work.
Relax.
Incendiary. Through the barrier.
Just armor left. Barrier's back, damn.
Barrier's back. Let's see, are you using... yeah. Alright. Target is immune. No, I want to put that back on. Alright, back up. Barrier is down. There we go. Yeah, so basically the moment I charge up to him, the barrier goes up. So the mistake is like once I charge to get my shield back, I gotta retreat completely.
Okay.
Because if you stay engaged in close range, he keeps the barrier up. So like shotgun is ideal in almost every other post-charge scenario except that one.
Edie, we got a problem here.
A temporary setback on Firewall 3217. Rerouting commands through Firewall 7164. I have successfully opened a door on the opposite wall. I will keep it open as long as I can.
Hey, down there. That where we came in?
We must be getting close to the end.
You know, it's interesting, if you kill the... I guess if you kill the grunts too quickly, you don't get to hear HarBINger talk shit.
Assuming direct.
Control Alt Delete. You got a beam, huh?
I will direct this personally. Continue. I will direct this personally.
Oh yeah, switch.
This delay is pointless.
All right, let's move in.
Whoa.
The forces of the universe bend to me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. How you doing?
Not scary at all.
Yeah?
Oh, shooting from the dark. The Scion. Let's go.
I know.
Stop shooting at us. Whoa, whoa. What lurks in the shadows?
Can't target them.
ABC.
Easy as do re mi. Found you. Hey, relax.
Just a little tight on the trigger.
Commander, I hate to rush you, but those weapons are about to come online. Might want to double time it, you know, so we can leave before they blow the Normandy in half.
Nothing can hurt me.
Uh-oh.
Guy, oh, B. Shit. Alright, fine. Come on! What do you mean can't target them? They're right there.
I'll put them down.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, no, not the sniper rifle. God damn it. I thought I was going back to the shotgun.
Oh, it's a lot of husks. Boom.
Oh, it's doing pull when I want to do shockwave. Ah, fuck, that was a mistake. Here, let me switch that over.
Different shot.
My bad. Yeah. There we go. I wanted... Yeah, I was inputting for shockwave on accident, but... Alright. Because the ground travel should, like, knock out a bunch of them.
We're out of time,
Alright, we're
Commander.
good.
We have to go.
You heard the man. Everybody onto the Normandy. Move!
Strap in, people. I'm gonna make them work for it this time.
So yeah, I wonder if the Geth learned how to husk humans or organics themselves, or if they, you know, got that from Collector/Prothean data.
Anywhere that's not here.
Why are the same enemies that we fought that the Geth that got Gethified showing up in collector space, you know?
Good question. Damn, Geff.
Maybe. Gathered vital intel regarding collectors and Omega-4 relay. With Shepard's escape, HarBInger knows our true capabilities and will have to adapt new tactics. We'll have to be careful, as HarBInger's information network may rival Cerberus or Shadow Brokers. Also, appears impossible to block his ability to possess minions. Edie's work was exceptional, however, proving the value of shackled AI.
Shackled AI, that's what we're going to call it. Okay.
And what if Shepard actually got killed again then, Tim? Do you just make her again? As many times as it takes?
We have the technology.
As long as we rebuild a Shepard, we can bait the hook. That's the only way we know how to get them. God damn it.
I love Shepards.
Scrape enough data, right? All right. There it is. The Super Scope 6.
The Widow.
Is challenging you.
WoolieVersus the algorithm.